What up, fellas? Welcome back to another video, man. In this video, we're gonna be talking about how to stand out as a man in 2026. Now, first off, I want you guys to understand, figure out what works for you, because what's worked for me may not be your case. But I already understand that you need certain things about you personally that can stand out. And if you're not doing these already, then it will put you in that winning position. I know for myself, I already stand out because of my mentality, my mindset, but also the things that I do and that I don't do. So I don't smoke. I've never drank before. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that's going to go out here and just hook up with anybody. I'm not going to be the type of person that's out here paying for all these women just to get access to them. That's not the type of guy I am. Meanwhile, there's some guys that's like, you know what? I'm gonna pay for this, and this, for this content. You know what? I'm gonna smoke and I'm gonna drink and I'm gonna do these things that's going to try to numb my pain or numb my thoughts. That's going to prolong the progress. You know what I'm saying? That's just what a lot of people do, especially at this age. But you got to understand what works for you. You know what I'm saying? So in this video, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to first start with the fashion. Fashion sense is so key, man. You need to figure out what your fashion style is. A lot of men, they're trying to figure out, you got that baggy look. If you want to have that tight look, if you want to just have something that you got that sporty look, you got that casual look, you got that 90s look. What is your look? What is fitting to your body type? What is fitting to your hairstyle? What is fitting for your look? You know what I'm saying? If you got a lot of hair, maybe you could pull off that dread look. Maybe you could pull off the cornrows look, and then you can put on a 90s fit. Boom, you're rocking it. You're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? If you are on a little bit of a bigger side, should you be wearing a tighter shirt, or should you be wearing a bigger shirt? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are questions that you need to ask yourself to see what's fitting for you. Jewelry pieces, you know what I'm saying? All you really need is like one simple chain. You know what I'm saying? It don't need to be no super flashy VVS iced out. I mean, of course they love it. Women love that, but you don't always need that. Just figuring out what is your type. Do you need earrings? Is that going to elevate your look? Tattoos? Does that elevate your look? You're trying to figure out things so you can maximize to actually look better. But that comes with the fashion sense, right? You need a good fashion sense. Dark colors that make you look slimmer. So is that going to be good for you to wear at this certain occasion on these certain days? When you're going through these certain places, or is it better that you wear a light blue shirt, that you wear that green shirt, maybe a red shirt if you want to? Hoodies. Are hoodies going to make you look bigger, or are you wearing something that's going to make you look a little bit more toned, or maybe make you look a little bit more fashionable, depending on if there's a design on it, depending on what your shoes look like. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to wear a nice hoodie and match it with some Dunks or some Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Are you wearing sweatpants? Are you wearing joggers? What's your fashion look like, right? Question number one, what's that look like for you? Number two, what does your physique look like? These really tie hand in hand. Everything I'm about to say really ties hand in hand together. But what does your physique look like? You got to work on that body, man. You got to get them, you know what I'm saying? Got to get that right there, you know what I'm saying? Because females are looking at you before they have a conversation with you, before they, see whatever you got, whatever type of motion you got, they're looking at what type of physique you have. So if you're super slim, they're like, I don't know if I want to be with that. I don't know if he can protect, unless you're their type. But if you got that slim muscular build, then they're looking at you like, oh, okay, he must be in the gym. Okay, he must be, you know what I'm saying, doing something for himself that makes him disciplined to be in the gym on a consistent basis. Because I can already see the results. Women look at your body, they see the results, and they know that your life is rather going to be in order or not in order. If you look at a bigger person and he's overweight, he got his gut hanging over his, then you look at him, you're like, he probably just driving a Toyota. He probably not really doing much for himself. He probably just got a basic apartment or a basic house, and he ain't making too much money. You look at this other dude and he looks like he's in his mid-fit phase. You're like, okay, well, he looks decent. Looks like he, kind of take care of himself. He may or may not be making a lot of money. He may or may not have a lot of confidence. He may or may not have a good car, but I'll give it a chance. Then you have this other dude and he's physique, he's cut up, he's looking short, swole, diesel. You're like, oh yeah, he must be like a businessman. He must be a smart guy. He must be masculine. That's the type of guy that I want to be with, right? These different phases, you have to figure out which phase are you in. And you pair that with fashion, man, you put a physique guy, tight shirt on, popping muscles, women's gonna love that. Oh, check my roommate's home right now. But You put that together, they gonna love that. You get that mid physique, you gotta figure out what's gonna be good for you, for your body type. If you got the big physique, you gotta figure out you need to get in the gym more, because there's no reason that you should be looking down and you can't even see, you know what I'm saying? You can't even see your feet, yet alone trying to see your feet, you know? But you gotta keep moving around. What up, big dog? You know what I'm saying? So like that's what you got to think about, especially if you're in one of those three phases, which most men are. So you got fashion, then you got physique and your body type. Third thing you need to think about is your smell. Dude, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's up with y'all, man, but y'all need to be thinking about, why have I not gotten compliments from females about how I smell? If you've never gotten a compliment about when you got out the shower, whenever you decide to wear cologne, maybe a deodorant, then maybe you need to switch up the deodorant or the smell aroma that you have, because you need to figure out what attract that you like first off, but also what can attract the females around you. You know what I'm saying? Put something on. It could be Jimmy Choo. It could be something from Target. It could be something even from Walmart. I ain't gonna downplay it, because you could find good ones. You don't need the luxury brands or the high-end brands. You just have to find something that works for you, that could work with your body. You know what I'm saying? And then wear it often. For me, I got body oils, man. Body oils work. I got, you know what I'm saying? Got another body oil. I got scents everywhere. I got literally colognes in the front of my room. I got stuff in my bathroom, lotions, body scrubs. Like, you got to figure out what is going to be good for you. And once you figure that out, then whenever you go out, then women naturally smell your aroma and they want to be around you, because they figure out, if he's going to smell good, I know he must have blank, blank, blank. And again, you pair that with a good fashion sense, you pair that with a good physique, you're unstoppable. I'm trying to tell you, put some nice jewelry on, you talk with confidence, you carry yourself with a certain demeanor, it's going to give you a certain level of attraction that's going to make you stand out. The fourth thing is skills. What skills do you have that can separate you from these other guys? Most guys are not confident. So the fact that you know how to talk to women, the fact that you know how to talk in general, that's why people in sales do very well. That's why people in business do very well. That's why people at networking events do very well, because they know how to speak. They know how to speak up, and they know how to actually process their thoughts into words in real time, without saying, oh, I need to write this down. I need to take notes. I need to look back at this. I'm trying to go based off a script. Everything is just kind of flowing. Those type of skills translate in the dating space whenever you're having a conversation. Sometimes guys, they have a conversation and you're like, okay, I don't know what to talk about next, because everything is skill. Hi, what's your name? This is my name. Now what? I don't know what to say next. Like, oh, like, you're so beautiful and purple is a great look on you. Like, what do I say next? But if you know how to go with the flow, how to change things up, it's like, oh, okay, like, I haven't been here before. You come here often? Oh, you don't even stay in this area. Gotcha. Where are you from then? Oh, you're from, gotcha. I've always heard that, da-da-da-da-da. And now they're going on, they're talking about whatever. Now they're giving you topics to bounce off of and to conversate about. But you need a good communication skill. You also need something that's going to make you a lot of money. So that could be content creation, that could be business, that could be day trading, that could be e-commerce, you could be in real estate. You need something that's intriguing about you, that's going to make her want to ask you questions about you. What is it that you do? I do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? I just do whatever it takes. Nah, for real. Like, what do you really do? Because I see you have a nice watch on. I see you have a nice jewelry piece on. I see that you drive this certain car. You must do well for yourself. I do blank, blank, blank. And especially if the woman wants to get into that, she's now intrigued with learning more. So now she wants to be in your world even more. You have to give women a world to walk into. And if you don't give them a world, then they don't want to be a part of yours. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be a part of something. You let them be a part of something with you. Simple. But building skills is going to be like very key. Like, you literally need that to be able to carry conversation, being able to know what to talk about, being able to make money, being able to, literally live life. Do you know how to cook? Do you know enough about cleaning stuff? Do you know enough about skin products? Because she might be like, oh, like, I realized that you have really clear skin. What skin products do you use? Oh, okay, like, this is what I use, this is what I use. Now she's intrigued because she's like, wow, you're pretty knowledgeable. You're pretty smart. Oh, okay, like, this and this is going on politically. What do you think about that? Oh, actually, I saw that the on the news, there's this, and this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, like I've been watching these movies. Like, do you watch this series? I actually been meaning to get around to that one, but I've been watching this other one, and I think we should check it out. You should definitely, if you like action and comedy, it's a perfect movie that you should check out. Really? Yeah, we should watch it together. Boom. Like, what I'm saying? Like, everything could be so simple, but people complicate it because they think it's so overwhelming that it's going to be too much to bear. You know what I'm saying? So, fashion, physique, smells, skills. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you need religion. You need a good relationship with God. Christian men and like truly men of God will stand out more than anybody else over all of those. If you have a good relationship with God, if you talk, proper, you're not cussing all the time, certain things that you allow into your spirit and certain ways that you carry yourself as far as like praying or wanting to cater to people, trying to be, being a man after God's heart will put you in a position that, if for the right woman, will make you stand out. What you have to think about, though, is if you have all 5 of these, most of the time you are overwhelming for the woman. You have a lot going on that she has to adapt to. You have a lot going on that she has to walk into. Again, the world. So she's like, wow, he has really good physique. He goes to the gym often. I don't really go to the gym often, but I need to start. He has really good fashion sense. I know a little bit. I know what looks good for me, but like, he looks like he could teach me something. He has a lot of these skills, and honestly, I'm trying to make more money. Honestly, he has something I could learn from and be able to grow from. He smells phenomenal. I already know about smells, but I love being around a good smelling man. And number 5, he goes to church, and I want to go to church more. Or I'm already a part of the church, and having a man of God next to me means that we can grow together and have that unity. You know what I'm saying? When you have all 5 of them, it puts you in a position of power. It puts you in a position where you stand out from all these other guys. So that's where you want to be at in 2026. These are the things that you need to think about and trying to figure out what works in your world, what works for you as you're continually growing, as you're continually going. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing right now, incorporate all these things because they matter. I promise you. So, that being said, appreciate y'all for watching. If you made it this far, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Follow me on Instagram, King Malone. And until then, y'all, I will catch you on the next one. I'm gone.